Hello everyone. I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Just want to come to you and just talk about some things that is really going on, and these are things that we need to address in our community, in our countries, and all over. So tonight, as I come to you, I just want to talk about the children that are been missing every day, the women, even our brothers, our nephews, our sons that are missing. But more so, it's a lot of women and children, girls and all that is missing. A lot of girls are missing, and a lot of women, a lot of our sisters, mothers, aunts are missing, grandmother, and we don't know what's going on and what happened to them. So I really want to talk about it because, as I said in my last video, I really want to talk about it because I have a sister, a beautiful sister that, we talk all the time, and she was telling me about, all the children that is missing, and so many things are going on all over the place. She was saying even in Guyana, so many children are missing. A lot of, bad things are going on, like a lot of kidnapping, a lot of rape and all that stuff. And the same thing is happening in Jamaica. Because I remember my daughter-in-law was telling me since she came up from Jamaica to the States about 6 weeks ago. And after she came up, all this killing in Jamaica and all these women that have been raped, kidnapped and all them stuff. So many things is happening all over the world. I mean, everywhere we go is something happening. It's happening on the continent every day, in the state, all over. Every day our children are missing and no one can give account for them. So much. I was just listening to a video with our brother Bunny Whaler that passed, and his wife is still missing. I'm telling you, it is serious, the things that is really going on. And a little island like Jamaica, these things that is happening, someone see something, someone know what's going on, someone knows what is going on, and this have to stop. There's a stop have to put to what's going on down there. This is getting to be too much. All these things happening and nobody can give account for these people that are missing. And I'm just wondering, what are the government doing about all these people that is missing in Jamaica? Where are these people? Who is doing this? They need to get to the bottom of this and find out. I mean, we need to do something about this because this is too much. And a lot of mothers are crying for their children. A lot of husbands are crying for their wife. I mean, you just imagine Brother Bunny Whaler passed and gone, and his wife is still missing. And it's really heartbroken, the things and that is happening. And no one is saying anything. And we all know a place like Jamaica, people see things, but just no one isn't talking. No one isn't talking about the things and that is going on. And it is so, so sad. And I mean, as I say, it's all over because you go to Haiti and there's a lot of children missing in Haiti. And this been happening in Haiti for a long time. And you go to Trinidad, the same thing, Guyana, all these islands, everywhere. And right there in United States, where a lot of our brothers and sisters are, so many of our children are missing. There's so many of them, and no one is speaking about it. No one trying to find them or anything. Yeah, when these children are missing, or women, when they are missing, then sometimes they'll put up a picture and say for 5,000 reward or whatever, and they don't move forward with anything. They just leave it like that. And especially when you are an African sister, you have your children and they are missing, and it's so hard. It's so hard for us. We have to go through so much. And a lot of times some of our people are involved in a lot of these things because these people don't work by themselves. They always get somebody look like you and I to work with them and work for them, to do their dirty work for them. They always don't do their dirty work for themselves. They have one of our own people to help them carry it out at all times, you know. And even in here in Africa, here in Ghana, I was watching a video about these babies that have been taken from hospitals, and then they were saying that the baby died and all this stuff. And then when they make the arrest with these people, I'm telling you, so much is going on in this world right now, and it's just like it didn't start yesterday or it didn't start today. It's been going on for a very long time, and it's time for us to really put our foot down and put a stop to it, because we have governments that is not doing anything, and they are not gonna do anything about it. And then you come with these church people and everybody jumping around and all this. Are you going in the church and talking on a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning and saying we need to do something about all these children missing? Jamaica have a lot of church, and every little corner it's a little island, and they have a little church. A lot of church. Are the pastors and all their leaders in the church, are they saying something? Are they putting flyers out there? Are they telling their members we all need to go search for these children? We need to find them. We need to see what's going on. No one is doing anything. And you have even the church people, they see things happening and they turn their head away because they are scared for their life. And you shouldn't be so fearful and scared for your life if you believe in this Jesus that you're serving, because you shouldn't fear. You shouldn't fear nothing. When you're serving God and you're trusting God and Jesus and all these stuff, and I'm telling you, it is serious. This is some serious thing that is going on, really and truly. We as a people, we need to look into ourselves and ask ourselves these questions: are we doing enough? Are we doing anything to keep our our children safe? Are we doing this? Are we looking out for our neighbors' children to make sure they are safe when they are coming home from school, or whether they go to the shop and coming back? Are we looking out for them? Are we trying to help? If we don't see a child for a day or whatever, we don't ask any question, and we see things happening and we don't even look and we don't say anything. And because we don't say anything about it, it go on, when we could rescue these children that are missing. Because you see somebody have a child and you know that child doesn't even belong to this person, and this person take this child, go away with it, put it in a car or whatever. You never say anything, and this mother or father looking for this child, and the child is nowhere to be found. I'm telling you, it is really sad, and we sit on our behind and we okay with it, and it's fine for us to go home, eat, sleep, do everything else, and never say anything. And most time these are the people that get up on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning and go to church, but you're scared for your life. I can't understand how comes you're scared for your life so much that you would turn your back and don't say nothing or don't do anything. You are the people should be getting out there on foot, trying to find out what is going on, what in the world is going on. I don't see that's not happening. People should be you all come out with some bullcrap stuff, some stupid things going on in somebody else's country. You all come out for it and running up and down on the street and saying stuff. What about the children that are missing in your country? What about them? They are not important to you. Some of you all is your child, and some of you are selling your children too, and lie about it. Lie about it because you want some money, and somebody come and tell you all the bull crap, and you're okay when you see the dollar sign them. So you sell your child, and then the child is missing. People are asking for the child, no child. A lot of this is happening. So I have parents that they are to be blamed for a lot of these things that is happening, because a lot of them are not talking, they are not saying anything, because if it is so important to you all that your child is missing, but a lot of you don't even care because you know already what's going on, so you are not saying anything, and for one reason or another, the money is more important than your child. I rather have the child than have the money. You go to hell with your money. I'm gonna find a way out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go. They're gonna sell my body. I'm not gonna steal anything from anyone. I rather live in United States for 34 years, and I work my butt off so my children could have what they need. You see what I'm saying? I am not gonna do that. I will never see anyone walk up to me and come tell me some bull crap about, oh, I'm gonna give you this money. If you tell me that you're gonna give me $100 million to take one of my child, hell no. I rather do without. I rather do without or go do 10 jobs to take care of them. So a lot of you parents that are doing this crap that is going on, I don't say everyone is doing, but some of you are doing that. Some of you know what's going on with these children. You understand? And a lot of our children, they get raped and all this stuff, and a lot of the parents know what's going on and they keep it quiet. And a lot of times our children will come and say this happened to them, somebody touched them in the wrong way, and you will say go away and whatever and stuff. And a lot of times it's some family member doing these things, and when they're doing it, y'all are so scared or ashamed to talk about it and all this stuff, so you are telling the children that they're lying or whatever. But we need to really pay attention to what's going on. It is serious. This is some serious things that is really going on in this world this day. I'm telling you, it is serious than ever, and we need to keep a eye on the children and watch them, watch out for them. You know, when they go to school, when they come off the school bus, we should be looking out for them as neighbors, make sure they get in their house and safe if the parents is at work. But we don't care. We don't care about what's happening. We'd rather be gossiping and lying about stuff instead of minding your own business and do the right thing. And the right thing is to looking out for each other. But we don't. And that's why we can't unite together, because we don't look out for each other. If we were looking out for each other, trust me, we as African people are better off right now. This day, we would be better off if we were looking out for each other. And I don't see us uniting because of our behavior, the way we behaving towards each other. It is sickening. It is sickening to the stomach. And it is so sad the way our people are behaving and all the bullcrap stuff. And instead of we paying attention to what is happening in this world, especially with our people, because it's always with our people. I'm not talking about anyone else. I'm talking about our children, them, our mothers, our aunt, our grandmother, our nieces, our nephew. And I'm telling you, it's endless with all the things that is going on. And we are not paying attention. No, but we rather sit down and gossip about lies, all the lies and the bullcrap stuff that that's none of our business anyway. We need to put that aside and pay attention to where we are going. Because if we don't pay attention to where we are going, we're going to buck up into something and you never know what's going to happen. We have to pay attention. You'll see some children getting off the school bus and you hold your head straight. You don't say, well, that's my neighbor's child right there. I'm going to see to it that this one, they get home safe. They get in their house. Let me stand here while they go inside and lock the door. No. You're fasting in other people's business, so you don't even see the child getting off the school bus. You don't even see somebody grab the child, push them in a car and all this stuff. You don't see what's going on. Child probably screaming and hollering for help. You don't even see. And some of us on the phone gossiping and telling some lies, you know, causing all kind of chaos, problem and all this stuff, causing people to kill each other, because a lot of us is our mouth that cause a lot of things to happen in this world. And we need to realize what is really happening to our people, and that we are to be blamed for a lot of things, and we need to stop blaming other people and start blaming ourselves. And that's the only way we're going to get out of the situation that we are in right now. So this is the time when we see these things are happening, and it's getting worse and worse every day. And that's why it touches me when my sister said, my sister, the things that is happening right now, I'm telling you, it's so heart-wrenching to see the crimes and that is happening, our children and that is missing and all this stuff, you know, and you know, working with children and see the things and that is happening, parents disappear. They don't know where their parents is. Children go home. Parents don't show up and all this stuff. Can't find your parents. Don't know where the parents is. And all these things. There's so many things that are happening. I remember when I was in Orlando, I'm trying to remember what year it was, but I don't remember what year it was. But these children came home from school. And when they came home from school, oh my goodness, that was something. They find their mom killed in the closet. The father killed the mother and run off. And you just imagine these children came home from school. And I'm telling you, it is so hard. It is so hard. The things that I've heard and seen happening, and it's really, really hard. Really, really hard, because I have children, I have grandchildren, and it's really hard, it's really, really hard. And when you have to go to work and the children go to school and you don't get off work on time, and they have to come off the school bus and walk off when they get off the school bus to get home. And even if sometimes the bus stop may be right in front of their home or whatever, but things happen so fast. Things happen real fast. And that's why it pays to really live good with each other. You have your neighbor next door. You make sure you're talking to them and you have a conversation. The child is coming home, such and such. Could you please look out for them and all this stuff? These are the things that we need to do. And this is how we're going to unite together. Because if we don't help each other and just look out for each other, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. And I'm just saying that it is so hard. It is really, really so hard. And when you think about it and you hear people talking, you just imagine you have your grandmother, and somebody going to look at your grandmother and kill your grandmother and all the, let me tell you something. It is hard. It is hard to hear these things that are happening. Your mother, your sister, it is hard. Really, really, really hard. And it really touched me. Really touched me, because I have 2 daughters, and I'm telling you that is something. That is really something. And I know they will kidnap the boys, but I sometimes I wonder, why are they kidnapping all these girls, all these women? Why are they doing that? As I said, they do it to the boys them, but they do it more to the girls and the females. Why are they doing these things? And this is what we need to get down to the bottom of it, find out what is happening, what is going on, why these things is happening, why are we not looking out for each other? Why? We know that we can't depend, and we need to stop depending on the government and all this crap, because we know that they're not looking out for us. The government is looking out for themselves, and we can sit down and wait for them, and the people, them, whatever you call them, these people that supposed to be in your community, say they're running the community and they're getting all this money in their pocket, and everyone just want to line their pocket with money, so they don't really care about the people. Like in Florida, they have neighborhood watch and whatever. Sometimes I wonder, what is this for about your neighborhood watch? Ain't nobody watching. What you watching out for is fastening people's business and not paying attention to the right thing. You're watching whatever your neighbor doing. If your neighbor outside and you think they're sweeping up too much, you say that woman sweep up too much. That's not your business. You need to pay attention to the right thing that is happening. If you see somebody breaking in your neighbor house, you the one should be calling the police and let the police know that someone is breaking in my neighbor house. My neighbor is not there. They're gone. Whether they're at work or whatever. But these are the things we don't pay attention to. We're more gossiping about the bullshit stuff all the time, talking about other people's business that doesn't concern you. So that's why we find ourselves in a situation that we're into all the time. We need to do better than this. Neighborhood watch is to watch out for our children, them, our neighbors, to see what's going on. You see everything that is happening, and a lot of times you all see things happening, and in case the police come, if I come home from work and my house was broken into, some of these neighbors, they see what happened, They see who go in the house, but when the police go to their door and knock at their door and say, did you see anything? No, I didn't see anything. Damn lie. Because we rather fast in our people business and tell some lie more than tell the truth. It is bad. It is really, really, really bad when you see these things that are happening and no one is saying anything. If I didn't see, I'm not gonna say it. But a lot of times people see what's going on, but they are so afraid to talk. And I don't know why we continue to live in fear. I don't fear no one. I don't fear anyone. I don't care what nobody say or anything, because I'm not gonna walk around in fear. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you're saying crap and that you're gonna do me something, I'm gonna be walking right beside you every day, and I'm not gonna fear you, because I know how I walk and I know the universe is in my favor every time I stepped out. You see what I'm saying? So I am not going to walk out in fear. I'm not going to go to my bed in fear. I'm not going to wake up in fear. And this is what we need to change. We need to take away the fear so we can stand up for each other. Until we do that, we'll never ever come together, because I don't see that working out. And that's why I even say on the last show the other day what I did. I say I'm not even going to say nothing about wake up. Wake up what? If you are not awake right now and you're still sleeping, stay asleep. Stay asleep, and you will see what is going to happen to us as a people if we stay asleep. And a lot of us who call ourselves that we are awake, we are still darn sleeping. We just lying about stuff. We just lying all the time about stuff and saying that, oh, I'm awake and my eyes are open to this and that. No, you are not. You are not. If you telling all these lies and saying all these things, it is not true. You have to prepare yourself to tell the truth and do the right thing behind it, because you can't say one thing out of this corner of your mouth and then you go back and say another thing out of the next corner of your mouth. It doesn't work like that. That's a lie. That's pure lie. You have to come straight and do the right thing. For me as a person, I am who I am, and I will never change that for no one. No one. You see what I'm saying? I don't need to lie to anyone. I will ever speak the truth, because there's no one can do me anything for speaking the truth. Whether you believe me or not, that is up to you. But I'm just saying to you, you must stand by your truth. Do what you're doing and do it right. You understand? And when you're speaking to so many people in the world, you have to stand by your truth, and you can't be going around lying and saying all these things and think it's okay. It's not okay. What you need to do, stand for truth, stand for your people, do what you need to do. You want to jump this revolution, you got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. And I don't see a lot of us doing that, because we are not doing the right thing. And if you can't do the right thing, you just can't talk. You can't say anything. You understand? And I see a lot of us women is more to stand up and do what we need to do. A lot of our brothers is saying one thing and then they do another. And I'm just telling you, our brothers, you need to stand by the sisters. You can't be saying one thing and then you do another. You see what I'm saying? So you have to stand by us. You are our strength. You are the strength behind us. So you have to stand up behind us and do the right thing. If you can't do that, step aside. Step aside and do whatever you want to do, and stand with the people them out there that try to put us down all the time and saying all these things. Might as well you do that. Go mix up with these people that put us in the situation that we're in. But we as a people have to try to take ourselves away from all the bullcrap stuff. You understand? Because we have a lot of our people who do things with these people just to be with them, to kiki with them, and it's all right. And a lot of us will say we step away from them and we're doing this and we're standing for truth, but we are not standing for truth. We're still doing the same thing, and we'll still kiki with them and whatever, and we think it's all right. It's not all right. It's not all right, because you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? We're all out here, and everyone doing exactly what they want to do, and all our children them is missing, raped every day. And no one is saying anything. We keep quiet. We keep it's amazing how people just keep quiet about these things. No one is talking about it. No one is talking about it. You don't see it on the news. You don't see, or people them get up and say, you know what? It's time for us to get up off our ass and stand up and say, you know what? We're going to find our girls and our boys and our women and our grandmother and our nieces and our nephew and, you know, all our people. We're going to find them wherever they are. We're going to find them dead or alive. We want them to be alive, but we know most of the times what happened. And we know a lot of them, you know, a lot of the mothers and fathers or whoever taking care of these children have sold them. You understand what I'm saying? Just to get some pennies. And this is so wrong. And we really need to pay attention. And that's why a lot of us keep so quiet. And I'm going to say it. And I'm going to keep on saying it until we get up off our ass and do what we need to do. It's no more time to waste. We waste too much time with all the bullcrap stuff. And all the you know, and the tenement yard crap. You understand what I'm saying? Because we love this. Some of us love that. You know, you go on all the time, every day on a, you know, this one I said this, that one I said this. That's not even nothing that we're supposed to even on. You know, some of us on some sick pill and we don't know how to get off of it because our mind is so corrupt and we're not paying attention to what's going on. And it's sad. It is really sad. And it's time for us to really get up and realize that this is no more time to joke and we don't have no more time to waste. Too much wasting of time. Too much wasting of time. It's serious now. It's not a joke. It's not a joke about what we're doing and all the foolishness them that we're going on with doesn't even make no sense. And it's not going to help you in no form, no way. I mean, it's not going to do anything for you. Is it going to elevate you with the things that you're doing instead of doing the right thing? Why can't we get together and put something together? Say, you know what? We're gonna put something together where we can get a lot of our people who wanna come, and we're gonna sit down and discuss how we're gonna handle this situation. How we're gonna discuss this to make this right. How can we keep our children them safe? How are we gonna keep them safe? That's what we need to do. How are we gonna keep the children them safe from the danger that is out there? We know a lot of things is out there going on and they put out all this crap because they want to take us all off of the face of there. But them know them can't do it because every time they try to kill us off, I more rise up. You see what I'm saying? Oh, and I'm telling you, it is so crazy. I guess these people are so sick of it because them try to kill us so much, kill our brothers them off, put them in prison, and the more them do that, and the more we rise up. You understand? Them have said, right, that way them, the more we take down them people, the more we see them. What happened? They like ants nest are come, like you kill the ants nest there, and when you look at one bigger ants nest come, and them can't handle it now. You know, see, because these people know that their time is up. And only we don't know that is our time, and it's time for us to stand up, and we need to do what we need to do. And until we realize that, we are not going to get anywhere. We're just going to fall with these people by the wayside, and that is what's going to happen. So we need to get up and realize what is happening every day you wake up. Is something else is going on, and might as well we don't watch the news. You see what I'm saying? Might as well we don't watch the news because it is so crazy, and they put these things out there for you jump up and say, oh, this happened and that happened now, rotted, you know, and all that stuff, you know. But we need to stop paying attention to them stuff there, the lies them that they put out there, because it's pure lies they put out there. They make up these stuff and they put these things out there and they tell you a lie for you believe them stuff there. But once you're not paying attention to no news and you're not put no energy. Me not put no energy in it. You know, understand what I'm saying? If you don't want to put energy, because a lot of you have so much bad energy, so you can go and put it in the news and all them stuff there. But when you put good energy out there, let me tell you something. A pure good energy, I come back to you. You hear me tell you? Because when you put good things out there, the universe bring you good things. You can't expect to plant gungo peas and you get corn. You understand what I'm saying? You'll get back the same gungo peas. But I'm telling you, and when you plant the gungo peas, you better plant it with good energy, because if you don't, you're not gonna reap that crop. May I tell you that? This is something that I know. Let me tell you something, because I'm into nature so much and I love nature. So when I put stuff out there, I'm loving the plants them so much, and that's why you hear I said I'm in love with the plants. I'm in love with nature, because I love to touch them. I love to see them. I like to stand there and look at them, sit down and look at them, because they are beautiful. They have a conversation with me, and I have a conversation with them, and I don't have the problem with them going around and saying, oh, Mrs. Scurv said this, Mrs. Scurv said that, or whatever. They love me and I love them back. You understand? And that's why you'll see me in nature all the time, because that's me. Nature is for me, and I embrace nature, and I will forever do that, because it gives me joy, it gives me peace, it gives me love, it gives me energy. I mean, it gives it all to me. It makes my heart feels good. It makes my blood keep pumping. I mean, as I always say, and a girlfriend of mine, you know, when we talk all the time, and we talk about this, and we talk about our heart, our brain, and we're saying how the heart is the bigger brain, and it's so true, because if you so for instance, you have an injury, and you're in the hospital, you have an accident, you hit your head, and the doctor come back and say to your family that you are brain dead. But guess what? The heart is still pumping. So which is the bigger brain? Ask yourself that question. You see what I'm saying? Until the heart stop, then you are all right. Because who say you are gone? The doctor may say, oh, your brain stopped. You understand what I'm saying? But your heart is still pumping. So these are the things that we need to think about, how powerful we are, and the kind of energy that you put out there. If you put in good energy out there, even when you're on your bed sick and the doctor say your brain is dead, and the energy that is coming from within, I'm telling you, that is what gonna wake your brain up, the one in your head. And your heart is still pumping blood there. You see what I'm saying? So listen to me, brothers and sisters. Pay attention to what's going on in this world today. Pay attention to your neighbors and see if they are okay. Maybe you don't see them for a couple of days. Go and knock on the door to find out if they are okay. You know, maybe they're feeling ill, or a lot of times things happen bad, because I've heard news where people haven't seen their neighbors for a couple of days, and then maybe the third day they go and the person is gone. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, if we really were paying attention, sometimes we can save this person. You understand? So pay attention to what's going on around you. Just even if you're in your car driving and you see something strange happening, you can sometimes just turn around, because when you turn around and you distract this person, trust me, they'll run off. If they were trying to get a child or anyone, you know, trying to pull them in the car. Because I remember this young lady that I've known in Orlando, and she was driving down on Orange Center Boulevard one afternoon, and she stopped at the red light, and this guy just reached into the car, grabbing on her, and I tell you that she was good. She dragged him down the street while somebody called the police. She dragged him with her car. I mean, you know, if I'm telling you, man, I always say, that's why even when I'm working at night and I'm coming home, I keep my windows up, and sometimes I crack the window. But let me tell you, I always say, anyone try to put their hand in my car, I'm gonna wind the window up on their hand. So I'll be driving down the street with their hand breaking off in the car. And that's what you have to do to people. And I was so proud of her for doing that. And the police came and arrested this guy. But this is how we pay attention. Somebody else was seeing what's going on and called the police for her. So I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, it's time for us to really pay attention to what's going on in this world. It's some serious things is going on, and some serious things is about to happen, because as you know, these people, they have their plan all the time. Every day they come up with a next thing and the next thing, and they know something else is coming in 2 years, a year, 6 months, 5 years, 10 years. How you know that? How do you know that? You understand what I'm saying? They plan these things, and we just believe all these things. And because we believe in it so much, and we keep putting energy in it, that's why it does manifest all over the place. But until we stop putting that energy into all this garbage, it's not gonna manifest. And that's that is why all this thing is happening right now, because we are the one putting energy into this crap. So it does manifest all over the world, because everybody jumping up and down and saying this and that and whatever, running here, there and everywhere, and say this is happening, this is gonna happen, because you're putting too much energy into the thing. You understand? Once we kill it, we're not gonna put that in there. Guess what? It's gonna disappear. It's gonna just disappear and gone. Once you know put that there, you know, overnight it's gone. Just like how you go to bed and overnight all this thing, next morning you hear about this thing and whatever, and you hear people talk. You know, sometimes things happen and somebody will say, like I go to work, did you hear what happened on the news this morning? I say, I didn't even watch the news, so I don't know. I didn't see it. And if I didn't see it, I'm not gonna talk about anything like that anyway, because most time, you know, people will come with something and they turn it around 10 different ways. You know how sometimes someone tells someone something and then they go back and they tell the next person, and then they tell the next person, but every time it go around, it changes 100 times different from what the right person had said, and say it right, then all these people turn it around. So we need to leave these things alone. We need to leave these news and all this crap alone. We need to pay attention to what's going on in our community with our people. You understand? That is what we need to pay attention. When we start paying attention and be the neighborhood watch, the right neighborhood watch, not watching some crap and gossiping about people who doing this or who do, you watch out for what's going on with your neighbor. If something wrong is going, if you see something strange with the children, them getting off the school bus or the outside playing and all these things, that is what we need to pay attention to. These are the things we need to pay attention. Don't be paying attention to the foolishness that distract your mind, that will take your energy. We don't want to send out them kind of energy. Your good energy, you don't want to put it out there with the bad energy. You understand what I'm saying? So time for us to pay attention to what is happening to our children. Too many children are missing, and no one know where are these children. We don't know anything. No one is saying anything about it. No one saying anything about it. When I was in the States and they were saying all these children are missing, and we still don't hear nothing about all the children that is missing in DC and different places in the States. We don't know where the children are, because no one ain't saying anything. You know, at least we African people, we don't know where our children is. Some of us do know, because we are a part of it, as I said before. But for the ones them that don't know where the children is, so the mothers who are crying day and night, where's my daughter, where's my son, where? I can't find him all these years. Heartbroken. Some of these parents have passed and gone because they are broken, and that is what taking a lot of our people off of the face of the earth, because of their heart broken, because of somebody that is missing or got killed and they can't get over it. You know, so these are the things that we need to stand up with our brothers and sisters to help them in any way that we can, support them in any way that we can. We need to do something together where we can come together in every state, in every district, wherever you call it, wherever you are, so we can come together. How can we fix this problem that is really going on all over the world with our children? You know, so please, brothers and sisters, pay attention, please, to what's going on. If you don't hear from your mom in a couple of days, and you know you usually talk to her every day or every other day, and you don't hear, If you're not around, send somebody to check on her. Your sister that you talk to every morning and you didn't hear them. Your children that you talk to every morning and this morning you never hear them, and it come the next day you didn't hear from them. Send somebody, if you are not close by, to check on them to make sure they are okay. And it's always good to know people in the area, even if your children are in a different state or a different country, and you visit them, you make sure so you get used to the neighbor, you know their telephone number and all this stuff, and they know your telephone number in case something happen. You know, you could call and check and say, did you see my daughter? Did you see my son? Did you see my granddaughter, my grandmother, or my mother? Did you see them today? Did you see them yesterday? You know, ask these questions. These are the things that we need to do, and we are not doing it until we come together and do these things as one people. Then, you know, we have to do that. That's the only way we're going to unite. If we don't do these things, we'll never, ever unite. So we need to come together and do these things. Know people around what you can call and talk to them in case of anything. Could you please go, if you could take out the time, if I have to put gas in your car, please go check on my daughter, my son, or my mom, please. You know, these are the things that we have to do. We're going to have to pay attention to these things right now, brothers and sisters. Get up and do what you need to do. Get up, people. Do what you need to do. Stop wasting time. No more wasting of time for us. It's time to get up and do what we need. Stand up for your right and do what you need to do. Stand up for our people and do what you need to do. No more time to waste, brothers and sisters. Mrs. Scurv out. Mrs. Scurv, love you very much. Peace, love, and power to you all. Take care, brothers and sisters. Take care of yourself, and make sure, you know, you all taking care of yourself and the children in the meanwhile, because so much is going on. Do your good clean out, as I always say, your herbs and all that stuff. Check on the children, them, and even us an adult, we need to worm out our body, worm out the children in the body, not because we are an adult. Every one of us have worm inside of us because we eating all different kind of foods and all that stuff. So make sure you are checking on the children and give them the little clean out. After you give them the clean out, you know, you give them their worm medicine and all this stuff. And you as an adult, make sure you're doing that also. Do your little clean out and do your little worm medicine and boil up your little tonic, you know, get your little bush, them, your herbs, them, and boil them and drink them. Stay strong, sisters and brothers. Stay powerful. Much love. Peace out.